G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Vampire's 10mm pistol with replenishing action points with every kill and faster movement speed whilst aiming. This took a while to get, and a little bit of trivia, I actually made this from the original 1-star bloody 10mm pistol that I used before I got the 2 and 3-star variants of that pistol. So, you know, it's a little bit of a blast from the past, a little bit of history behind this weapon. Forged anew in Vampire's form. It's now an undead thing and it'll eat your blood. So we're doing 32 damage. We've got the prime 10mm receiver on here, so we're going to do extra damage against Scorched with the normal power of the hardened receiver. So that's nice. We've got a true long barrel and a true grip to tighten up the hip for accuracy. I'm going to try to use this in VATS as much as possible because we want to see if that replenishing the inertial effect actually does a lot on the 10mm. Now, pistols in and of themselves are quite good in VATS. They're light weapons and, you know, they're VATS efficient, so maybe we could do pretty well with that. We've also got Grim Reaper Sprint on. Just the one rank though, because our luck tree is stretched thin. I've got Critical Savvy and better criticals for getting crits every other shot. And Nerd Rage is active because that's what we'll be using. And what we'll do is we'll make sure we put on these right perks. All the ones with the Uzi, despite the Uzi not existing within the game. That's kind of interesting though, because you'd think that the Uzi, like as a machine pistol, would be like akin to a 10mm submachine gun, and you know the submachine guns don't work with Gorilla. So we've got 2 points left over. I've only got 2 points in adrenaline. What I might do is whack on Mr. Sandman and just utilize the sneak criticals to get slightly better damage that way. I'm not sure if that actually gives you more damage than full ranks of 4 adrenaline, but we're not actually missing a whole lot here. In fact, you could probably just get away with just the 1 or 2 ranks of adrenaline because there's not a lot that this actually gives you now that it's all additive, unfortunately. And with luck, well, you bloody mess just to get a little bit more damage out of that. Like I said before, Critical Savvy, better criticals. We've got Serendipity, although we are using a pistol, right? A suppressed pistol, so it's nice and quiet. So what I could do is grab Serendipity in one form and basically swap the numbers between Serendipity and Grim Reaper Sprint, so we can have a lot more times in VATS. Gunfu will be a nice synergy here. If we happen to mag dump something and get a decent enough kill on that and just be able to kill a lot during a few magazines, and maybe we'll see a long gunfu streak. That's what pistols are kind of for. And now we're doing 53. We're going to get ourselves in a Nerd Rage. They'll boost it a little bit more, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so now we're at low health, so we'll take a look at what kind of bonuses we get. Might just do some mutation serums. We've got 35 luck, 37 agility, brings our AP to 450. All of my armor is unyielding, and all of it except for the chest piece is dense, so we're not going to take any damage with explosions, but we're going to have a bunch of AP from these limbs here. I think it's, what, 5 each? Yeah, it says right there. So that's nice. Also, Perception 36, VATS accuracy is going to be high, even on a weapon with relatively short range. Actually, 174 is, I think that's above average. I think that's actually more. Is that more than a fixer? It probably shouldn't be, but maybe. I think it was like 164 from memory, but might have to look at that. Okay, just to follow up on that, so we've got 174 range and 70 accuracy. That's actually more accurate with the same range as a long-barreled combat rifle. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I'm gonna take it. Okay, welcome to the outside of Oscorp, in the alternative universe where they went back to Formula and then everyone got turned into Green Goblin monsters, but you know, they're ripped because they go to the gym, because what else are they going to do when they're giant and green? We'll go for some shots here, and ooh, I just want you to pay attention to that AP bar because we might be onto something here. I've soft locked inside a tire. And it looks like that this thing can carry on quite well when bolstered with something like Grim Reaper Sprint, which we'll get. And we'll have a look at the sneak critical multiplier in a second. Sorry, not multiplier. Getting 3x, which is just from the 2 perks, which is a lot more efficient to use, at least during the night, than it is the covert operative perk. So if you are running low on your agility, you got a suppressed pistol at night, just switch to 2 ranks of Mr. Sandman and you'll do pretty well, doing a not very spectacular 85 damage, but the gun through Grim Reaper Sprint, the inertial effect, kept us going in VATS all the time, so we were able to smash out those crits really fast. Very good. Now, the 10mm as we know it has been around since Fallout 4, which was released in 2005, so I guess that 6 years of 10mm evolution, and we've barely tapped the limits of the 10mm's potential. I think we'll go pretty well in here, and we'll keep on smashing out VATS. A couple of problems with the 10mm, obviously, is this. I mean, the rate of fire is a standard low, but this thing, it's only got 15 in a magazine if you want to smash up the magazine numbers as much as possible. I believe this is the stinging mag, which if you would use on something like a fixer or a assault rifle would give you 25. Now, back in Fallout 4, a long mag like this would give you like 24 rounds, which was unreal, but I guess it was too OP to have that many rounds, which could possibly make a 10mm pistol a very strong pick with quad. So maybe we'll have to go and find a 10mm pistol Glock one day. I'll do a Hitman's one, so I use the iron sights on it, right? So I can use it as a Glock, and then we'll see how that one goes. But sticking to the here and now, we're having no problems whatsoever. This thing being nice and quiet, and the dog's not biting me constantly is great. We don't have serendipity, or we do have serendipity, but it's a very small chance for it to actually work. If we happen to take a little bit of panic fire, we've got the Vampire's legendary effect to heal off whatever minor damage can be done to us. So I think I made the right decision in switching out that. And I'm going to be very surprised if we manage to even... ooh, nice. Nice use of cover there, Muty. I'd be very surprised if we're actually able to get rid of my AP bar when firing at things. You'd have to put me in a room with like 50 enemies, and then maybe then this thing will run out of steam on VATS, but is very, very efficient, and I like that very much. Unfortunately, I can't VATS them through that, so we'll just have to rely on the effect of, what do you call it, the follow-through, which you get a lot of damage if you're patient enough to wait a few seconds after shooting them for the first time. There you are, mate. A few wall hacks on you. Get the follow-through bonus, finish you off, and you are all good. So yeah, no problem so far. This thing is not slow either. This is actually quite effective. Little baby fixer. Only 6 pounds of weight, not bad. Also, we're not really using this faster movement speed whilst aiming. If that was less VATS cost per shot, honestly, it'd be a gun-through machine. Okay, welcome back to teleporting Ghoul Place, and what I kind of want to do here is, after exterminating the pests, is going to wake up all the single ghouls around here, or every single ghoul, not all the single ghouls, or maybe these are the Beyonce backup dancer ghouls who are at a tennis resort place before they kicked the bucket, or before they became giant ghouls, and we'll try to get some good gun-fill action here. And we're going to break lock-ons because we're going to pick stupid targets, and the game will immediately get me out of that. Alright, looks like the jig is up. We'll hide back here. Looks like we're back in the caution because they've got no idea where we are. That's good. There's the reload there. Not the biggest fan of the mag capacity here. I think, all in all, that's probably the biggest flaw of this weapon. And we're on again. We got a quick off reload there. Unfortunately, can't VATS through the fence here, and I can't bloody see through that. I think we do have the Grenadier perk on, right? That explosion looked massive, so that's interesting. Far-flung fireworks, if you're running along with the Grenadier perk in hand, that might screw you over, because you can't bloody see through it when it's the normal-sized explosions, let alone having the big ones in your face, so that's scary. We'll reload while we can, because 10 bullets ain't too much. I hear a Wendigo around the corner. Oh, you're stuck in the wall again. He goes, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the ugliest Wendigo of them all? Not him, because he's dead. Which left him stunned, confused, and also a little bit insulted. And you're just... what were you chomping on? a lab bottle. Oh no, that was from your corpse. No, you're just gnawing on the timber. Well, I guess there aren't no termites in the Fallout universe. Someone has got to start nibbling on the timber. Now, I haven't used much in the way of 10mm pistols post-damage nerf. I don't think I've used anything on my gunslinger character except from a legacy because I thought, nah, screw it. We'll just smash out damage here that I shouldn't be getting according to what the game's meant to be balanced with. And that was interesting. Just shrugged off a bunch of shots there. Must have had the serendipity perk, but it worked at full health. And we're being super stealthy right now. I'm not sure if pistols are meant to be slightly quieter, or rather I'm just that much more stealthy, or just playing it a little bit cooler because I know that I don't have the mag capacity to get myself out of situations or damage to where a fixer would. But we'll keep going regardless. We'll get him up. We'll activate the follow-through bonus after reloading. So it was like 1.5 mags. We used a little bit more there because he's like, you know what? I'm not taking damage today, or tonight, as it were. Stupid bugs, man. Okay, we're into the Mirelurks now, but I've dropped Adrenaline 2, and I'm going to be switching it for Modern Renegade, which I'm not sure if this has been buffed, but I've got a 30% hipfire accuracy bonus and an 8% chance to cripple a limb. It's a 12% chance on full rank, which is way too low. Yeah, don't use pistols for crippling weapons. You've got not tank killer. You've got Tormentor and Luck for some reason for rifles, but Enforcer and Agility, which does a lot better of a job. Like, compared to, like, the utility of the crippling perks, it's insane compared to what the, what's going on here? Crackhead, stop it. Stop it. No, let me target the dudes, please. But, yeah, compared to what the Enforcer perk is, Modern Renegade is terrible, and it doesn't help that the pistol class is underpowered in comparison to basically everything except for maybe melee already. Oh, you're doing the reverse bug. Yeah, he needs to. He was backing right out. Didn't want any of that. We got concentrated fire bonus to work there. Pretty good. We'll keep on utilizing it because this thing is so good on AP. I'm going into VATS, but I'm immediately getting booted out. Okay, the far-flung fireworks woke up the queen, and we'll play this a little bit more cautiously. Really? That much damage to a Mirelurk queen? Oh. Now, I felt that the thing was really fast. The Crusader pistol that I used way back was super fast, but that was a non-fire rate variant of the 10mm pistol. And a vampire's prefix to boot, doing only 73 damage. You'd probably be doing, like, possibly 90 with a bloodied. Actually, I can check that. I'm gonna go check it right now. But that felt quick. That felt strong. I didn't expect it to chew through the Mirelurk Queen that quickly. I guess my expectations were a little bit tempered by the bugs that happened last clip. But where's me bloody 10mm pistol? Here you go. Yeah, 94. I was right on the money there. This one's got crit damage. It's actually not a bad pistol, but still, non-fire rate version killing a Mirelurk Queen that fast. Didn't expect it. Good job. We'll move on. All right. Copper Squatter is active, so I got to kill all of these chumps, and then I'll get me some good XP. Ooh, far-flung fireworks. I'm not sure if the radius is actually increased by a Grenadier, but I shot this one over here and it killed that one standing over there. I mean, look at the size of the explosion. It's huge and possibly also seizure-inducing. Now I've got a Mr. Gutsy in the ear. Ah, thought I heard something over here. We'll go for the head and let concentrated fire pick up the slack. Oh, we're on now. Time to test out the healing effect, I suppose, which should be pretty massive. And there's a bat. A dog comes out of nowhere and kills me instantly. Well, don't worry. Brooke will be stronger once we get her onto the PTS in live because I transferred a bunch of better armor, so she'll be a little bit stronger now. We still have Modern Renegade out, and what I might do is drop that for Adrenaline just for that slight damage bonus. Wonder if they Scorchified the Hound. They might have killed it, actually. And we got straight gun food onto this, so we'll take this chance. Wow. That's not even in Nerd Rage either, 71. Wait, do we get 3 more damage in Nerd Rage? Or rather, it would be the smaller bits of damage that are making up for the adrenaline. Maybe it's adrenaline. And then if we go into Nerd Rage, we'll be a little bit further up. Hello. Well, that's something I wasn't expecting. And you just got 1 magged. That was alright. Had I had a fire rate variant, I would have killed him that much quicker. Very nice. Yeah, okay, so I originally said that I was looking for the Rad-X diluted so I don't get irradiated to death here. But I originally said that I thought that the Crusader pistol was inferior to the 10mm. Then I used the Crusader pistol. I thought, well, fuck, this is a lot better than I thought. But going back and using an auto 10mm again, it's making a good fucking case for itself now, isn't it? There's a cave cricket over there. Come here, you little bastard. There you go. And we don't get the 3rd Scorch Beast coming out of that thing because we already pulled one out of there for like the first time ever. Hundreds and hundreds of weapon videos I've made doing the same fucking shit over and over for testing consistency, right? And I've never pulled one out of there ever until this day. By the way, new weapon spotlights, the series that I made post-damage nerf, we've got over 100 weapons done here now. And this one's going to go down to the wire. Or maybe not. We had enough rad resistance to shrug off the little body odor rad resistance or rads that he gives off. Anyways, so there you have it. Vampire's Inertial 10mm pistol. And I think we didn't empty the AP bar once there. So spec'd out properly and you made yourself basically to use this thing in VATS pretty much consistently and always. You can do fairly well with this thing. And there's a big fat ass ghoul. We'll go and kill him. I should be getting crits every other shot, but this server is laggy. Shut up, Discord, I'm talking. So, we probably would have killed that ghoul under normal circumstances. Don't worry, we'll get to real powerful and non-laggy weapons once the 8th rolls around, 9th for me. And we'll get to see some Fallout worlds in my region, so no more lag. But anyways, if you can find yourself a Vampire's 10mm, inertial, maybe not even inertial, but you know, this thing, it does the job. And as it was described as like a mini fixer, I got a radium rifle for that, so yeah. Yeah, it's a little backup fixer, cheap to make ammo if you're not using the prime rounds, so it's a pretty good alternative. Have a little pea shooter in your back pocket too. It doesn't weigh a ton, so if you're a rifleman build and you want to shift a few points around and put into gorilla as a sidearm, I mean, that's a really cool idea, but you can't really utilize it properly because if you want to use a rifle, you got to use the agility points to spec into the sneak bonuses and everything. But still, you know, you can do it that way, or if you just got a plain old pistol build. I do recommend this. It's really good. Go on. Thank you very much for watching.